Hey, I'm meteorologist Doug Mice with the latest forecast on this Friday and talking about the weekend. Yesterday we had highs in the 60s. Really was a nice day with lots of sunshine. Will be a little bit warmer today despite a cooler morning for many spots and potentially a little bit more cloud cover. So we'll definitely be keeping an eye on that because there is some uncertainty in that. We'll get into that a little bit later. For the weekend, though, we're in the low to mid 70s on Saturday and a slight cool down on Sunday with temperatures more in the 60s, but still some low 70s in some locations. So it's just going to be something that we'll be keeping an eye on. It's also going to be a very windy weekend, too, especially on Saturday, where right now our western communities are in a high wind watch for tomorrow, where gusts could be up to 60 miles per hour. And this does not include the potential of strong winds that we could have with storms developing late in the day. This is just general as far as winds are concerned. It's going to be windy everywhere, and I wouldn't be surprised if the rest of northeast Kansas was in a wind advisory while this high wind watch turns into a high wind warning. But definitely something that we'll continue to monitor with the National Weather Service issuing any advisories or warnings that will be taking place for tomorrow. Today, relatively light winds, although it does increase just a little bit out in our western communities as we get close to the evening hours. Still not bad, though. A gust near 25 miles per hour, that's still quite nice compared to what the weekend will be. Speaking of which, you'll notice the winds are going to stay breezy tonight and then really increase as we head into tomorrow. This model has winds 40 to 50 miles per hour. But again, I would not be surprised if some areas were a little bit stronger than that out in our western communities. And we'll have the wind staying strong, albeit a little bit less as we head into Sunday, with those winds starting to shift more to the southwest and west later on in the day. So going back to the potential cloud coverage for today, one of our short-term computer models has quite a bit more cloud cover compared to our other short-term computer model. This has just a few more, or just high clouds in general, not a little bit thicker clouds like that first model showed. So that'll be something that we'll monitor as we go through the morning. If we continue with mostly sunny skies through the morning, you'll know that we'll be mostly sunny and not partly to mostly cloudy like that first model indicated. Even if we do have the clouds that first model has, it's still going to be mild. It's still at least going to be temperatures to what we had yesterday, if not a few degrees warmer. No doubt about that. It's just going to be a matter of if we have more sun, we'll have a little bit higher probability of several areas reaching 70, 71, or even 72, or staying in the mid-60s. That's really the biggest difference. Tomorrow, though, we will have a risk of storms developing late in the afternoon. Again, I'm going to show you two models with the line of storms. This model has storms just off to our west at 4 o'clock, between 4 and 5 o'clock, moving into our western communities, and then overspreading in the western half of our viewing area through 7 as it gets closer to Highway 75 by 7, and then quickly pushes off through our eastern communities between 7 and about 11 o'clock. So by midnight, it's completely out of the area. So this is going to be a quick moving storm system that pushes through the area. Almost very similar timing with this computer model, showing the storms pushing through the area between 4 p.m. and 11 p.m. I forgot to pause it when it would reach Highway 75 and the Topeka area, but it's almost the same timing. So pretty confident that it would be reaching Highway 75 around the 7 o'clock hour or so. And then the risk of severe weather does exist. While all hazards are possible, I'm still thinking the hail and wind threat are going to be our primary concern. Wind, first and foremost, just because it's going to be a windy day, but also a hail threat and very, very low but not impossible risk for a brief tornado. We'll continue to fine-tune this tomorrow, though, so make sure to check back in. And even if we don't get any severe weather, lightning could certainly be a possibility. So again, any outdoor plans that you have, albeit you're going to be battling some strong winds, you may be battling lightning, and so make sure that you seek shelter if you do see lightning or hear thunder. Sunday will be dry, just a few passing clouds from time to time through the day, all the rain staying up to our north. Just a quick reminder, the National Weather Service has 2 more classes left this season. On Tuesday at 7 o'clock in Seneca, and on Thursday, that'll be 6:30 in Concordia. So those are the final 2 classes. If you didn't miss your area and your county class, check back in February for the classes for next season. In the meantime, Chief Meteorologist Jeremy Goodwin will be out in Emporia on Tuesday at the McCoy's Radio Shack programming weather radios, Topeka on Thursday of next week, and then Wamego the following week, Marysville, Council Grove, and Linden. Also, some of the sites that he'll be out programming weather radios from 11 to 2 throughout the month, or 11 to 1 throughout the month. So once we get past tomorrow afternoon and evening storm chance, I'm really not confident on possible rain chances next week. It is drying out with each computer model run that we're monitoring. So I kept Tuesday night's chance in just for consistency purposes, but I'm not confident on that. Taking a look at our eclipse for Monday, 1:53 in the afternoon, 89% coverage. Taking a look at the cloud coverage, according to the European model, showing a few high clouds north of I-70, north central Kansas, but generally speaking, it is mostly clear. The GFS, also generally mostly clear, maybe a few high clouds and then clouds increasing late in the day. Here's a quick check of our extended outlooks, probability of above average temperatures and below average precipitation. So we'll continue to keep an eye on all that. A lot going on. I know I threw a lot out at you between the different computer models that we're monitoring, but that's what we have to deal with. And there's way more computer models that we look at on a daily basis. So I'm just giving you just a tip of the iceberg, if you will, on why there is some uncertainty within it, but pretty high confidence that our highest chance of rain the next 8 days is going to be between 4 p.m. and 11 p.m. tomorrow. Pretty good chance. It's going to be a quick mover, but it could drop a pretty good opportunity to get about a tenth of an inch to a third of an inch of rain for many spots across the area. Obviously, there could be some getting a little bit less, some getting a little bit more, but that looks to be the general range that most areas will get for tomorrow, and monitoring the severe weather risk too.